9 things smart men should not do with women. Stoicism. The philosophy of Stoicism teaches self-discipline, rational thinking, and emotional mastery. In relationships, a Stoic man values wisdom over fleeting emotions, integrity over approval, and self-sufficiency over dependence. Here are 9 things smart men should avoid when dealing with women, based on Stoic principles. 1. Seek validation from women. A Stoic man does not rely on external validation to feel worthy. When a man seeks constant approval from women, he hands over control of his self-worth. Instead, he should cultivate inner confidence, knowing that his value is defined by his character, actions, and principles, not by how others perceive him. Women respect a man who stands firm in his sense of self. If he looks to women to feel good about himself, he will always be at the mercy of their opinions. A strong man does not need constant reassurance to know he is valuable. Checker 2. Lose emotional control. One of the key tenets of Stoicism is emotional mastery. Losing control, whether through jealousy, anger, or desperation, demonstrates a lack of discipline. A man who reacts emotionally instead of responding rationally allows external circumstances to dictate his inner peace. Instead, he should practice apatheia, a state of calmness and detachment from volatile emotions. A controlled, steady temperament not only commands respect, but also fosters better decision-making in relationships. Master 3. Compromise core values for attraction. A man's principles should be unshakable. However, many men make the mistake of altering their values, beliefs, or behaviors to gain a woman's approval. This weakens their integrity and makes them appear inauthentic. A Stoic man remains true to himself. He does not adopt opinions just to impress someone, nor does he abandon his morals to fit into a relationship. A strong foundation in values ensures that a man attracts the right person, someone who respects him for who he truly is. Chatasios. 4. Chase instead of attract. Desperation is never attractive. A man who constantly chases women, seeking their attention and approval, signals that he lacks self-worth. Instead of pursuing endlessly, he should focus on becoming the best version of himself, mentally, physically, and emotionally. By improving himself, he naturally attracts high-value people into his life. A man should be the prize, not someone begging for attention. A woman of substance will recognize and respect a man who values himself. Chapter 5. Neglect purpose for relationships. A man's mission should always come first. Whether it's his career, self-improvement, or a meaningful pursuit, his life's purpose should never take a back seat to a relationship. Many men lose themselves in relationships, prioritizing their partner's needs over their own ambitions. This leads to resentment and stagnation. A Stoic man understands that a fulfilling relationship complements his life, but never replaces his drive and goals. A woman respects a man who has a vision and follows it. Never sacrifice long-term success for short-term pleasure. 6. Engage in toxic arguments. Stoicism teaches us that not all battles are worth fighting. Many men make the mistake of engaging in unnecessary, emotionally charged arguments that lead nowhere. When emotions take over, logic disappears, and the discussion turns into a competition rather than a conversation. A Stoic man chooses his battles wisely. He remains calm and rational, never allowing himself to be baited into destructive conflicts. If an argument becomes toxic, he either de-escalates the situation with logic or walks away. He values his peace over winning petty fights. 7. Expect women to complete them. A common misconception is that a relationship will fill an emotional void. Many men believe they need a woman to feel whole, but this mindset leads to dependence and insecurity. A Stoic understands that happiness and fulfillment come from within, not from another person. Instead of looking for someone to complete him, a man should focus on self-improvement, personal growth, and inner peace. A healthy relationship is one where both partners bring value to the table rather than seeking to fill each other's voids. 8. Be overly possessive or controlling. Possessiveness stems from insecurity. A man who constantly checks on his partner, demands reassurance, or tries to control her actions is displaying fear of loss rather than love. A Stoic man practices amor fati, the love of fate. He understands that he cannot control another person, only himself. He trusts his partner and accepts that people will do as they please. If she is not loyal or respectful, he simply walks away rather than attempting to control her behavior. A confident man provides freedom, knowing that real connection comes from trust, not control. 9th, let lust override judgment. A wise man does not allow fleeting desires to cloud his judgment. Many men make poor decisions, whether rushing into relationships, tolerating bad behavior, or ignoring red flags, because they are blinded by attraction or lust. A Stoic man exercises discipline. He sees beyond the surface and evaluates a woman based on character, values, and compatibility. He does not let physical attraction override reason. Making decisions with a clear mind ensures that a man chooses wisely and avoids unnecessary pain. Final thoughts. Stoicism is a philosophy of strength, wisdom, and self-control. A smart man approaches relationships with clarity, discipline, and a strong sense of self. By avoiding these 9 mistakes, he builds a foundation for meaningful, healthy, and fulfilling connections. Remember, a high-value man does not seek validation, lose emotional control, or compromise his purpose for anyone. He leads with wisdom and attracts the right people through his actions, not desperation. Live by principle, and the right relationships will follow.